Pepsi becomes the latest company to join the white-hot Greek yogurt market. The cola giant's launching its new dairy line in the U.S. this month. Companies are shifting their focus to healthier options, and that's a growing trend. Along with this comes criticisms that the products are more health-washing than health-wise. Reisman is a nutritionist and CEO of The Art of Living Well. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's start with what health washing is. What are we talking about? We're talking about kind of pulling the wool over?
A little bit. Misleading marketing. That's when we take a product and we take a water and we put some vitamins in it and call it vitamin water, and it's really healthy for you.
Yeah.
But if you read below the lines, you see the amount of sugar in there is equivalent to half of a pop.
Right.
Or when you take like Tropicana juice, we've always known it as 100% pure orange juice. Well, they just got nailed on having flavor chemical packets in there.
Yeah.
So we're all trying to do this because we know health is the winning magic bullet today. So how do you take like a company like Pepsi, take where everybody's bashing sodas today, and let's call it healthy? Well, that's tough to do, so you move on to another product.
You know, you can't go through the grocery store today without seeing the word organic everywhere.
Right.
And I think a lot of people equate the word organic with healthy. But, you know, when I go to Whole Foods, I see a lot of cakes and pies that don't seem all that healthy to me.
Right.
So
Right.
is it incorrect to make that equation?
Well, no, because they're probably using an organic flour, but they're not telling you the amount of sugar. It doesn't mean that the oil's not hydrogenated. It doesn't mean that, you know, there isn't a lot of cholesterol. I'm just saying that you can call something organic if it has an organic ingredient in it. The word natural. You know, when we had Schneider's with natural meats, well, we found out there's a celery extract in there. That's a form of a nitrate. It's very confusing for the consumer.
Now, when it comes to Pepsi and its plan for the yogurt, they do plan to change it up a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not going to give a kind of a very adorned yogurt. They're going to put stuff in it.
Right, they're going to put stuff in it. And remember, I mean, you know, yogurt is huge today. 2,500% increase in 5 years. It's huge. They're smart to jump on this bandwagon. Two reasons. They have the money to do it. They buy the shelf space, which is fantastic. And Greek yogurt's a way to go because it's high in protein. That's a key thing. And people say, wow, it's healthy. But the minute you start adding things like, for instance, I have chopped caramelized almonds here, which Pepsi is talking about putting into a little side pocket of the yogurt, lifting up the top, mixing it in, some nice, you know, chips, chocolate chips, granola.
Yeah.
It's all okay, but come on, you're adding sugar, you're adding extra fat to it.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're North Americans, we're not Europeans. Europeans will eat delicious Greek yogurt, and they love it. We need to spice things up a little bit.
If only Greece could get a royalty out of this, it would cure everything.
There we go, right?
So I'm back in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I've got the label. Now, you know, we have a lot of standards now on labels. So what is the first thing I need to look for if I want to say that I want to, you know, feed my family in a healthy way?
Healthy way? Well, first of all, read the ingredients, number one. So even if it's Greek yogurt made in this part of Germany, if sugar's one or two ingredients down, put it back. Get yourself a good plain yogurt, add your own fruit to it, add even a little bit of honey to it. So sugar's one. Fat is two. Now, depending on the kind of fat, Greek yogurt can have a lot more fat, but you don't need that kind of fat for your body, so go for the 1% or the zero fat. Protein is key when it comes to yogurt, because the other brands, like let's say, you know, I've got the Dannon here, there's not a lot of protein. This is more watery, a little, you know, flavorless. They add sweeteners to it. What are you having it for? It's more dessert.
Just as people, you know, aren't going to lose weight by drinking more Diet Cokes,
Right.
they're not going to lose weight by having more high-protein yogurt than they would have otherwise.
What you want is a good source of protein. So in the morning, if you want to avoid eggs and bacon, you're better off with a Greek yogurt any day. Add your own fruit to it, then you're doing well. And remember, protein, what does it do? It fills you up. So the problem today is we go and we have a muffin at the coffee shop and a double-double, and we're starving at 10:30, and then we binge. Greek yogurt, really good Greek yogurt, is going to fill you up. But the minute you start adding all the candy, junk to it, I don't know.
Yeah, you've got a yogurt there with caramel in it. It looks delicious, frankly. But this is where companies get into trouble. So I guess I want to ask, are they doing better now than they have been in the past because they're getting called up on the carpet?
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting called on, so they have to be very, very careful. So even this yogurt here, and I love Astro, and it says right away you see natural. Well, you go, wow, natural. But it says caramel. So, you know, let's take a look and read what the sugar content is here. The sugar content here is almost 20 grams.
Yeah.
5 teaspoons in one serving.
In one serving, and the servings are
and
like
the serving's
this
a third
big.
of a cup, or that's it.
Let's
that's
talk briefly about childhood obesity.
Yeah.
Tell me about the top 1 or 2 dangers in food that I would try to avoid.
Liquids for kids. Don't drink your calories. So even how pure juice is, you're still downing 120, 150 calories in an apple juice, an orange juice. And kids are drinking like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, even, I mean, milk's good, but again, do you drink chocolate milk, don't you? And obesity with kids, sugar and fat. And that's what we love.
Rose, great to have you here.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Rose Reisman is a nutritionist and the art of living well. Still to come, why it pays to procrastinate. We'll talk to a law and business expert on the art of decision making. That's after the break. First, Jennifer Hall with the latest news.